In the middle of the hot and dry Egyptian desert, archaeologists from the Tobar University, headed by Dr. Elara Venn, find the entrance to the hidden tomb. Large stone doors open with riddles. There are different marks on the door that look like writings from prehistoric times. Fear replaces joy when Elara lays her hand on the door, that opens with a loud grumble. In the chamber is nestled a giant statue, its head shrouded rather ominously in darkness. A golden tablet at its feet reads, "He who is rubbed out shall come up again." Well, the meaning is not quite clear, but few moments later Elara, who is skimming through archives, picks up something that looks like an obsidian eye amulet. Elara awakens that night hearing a voice saying her name in her dream. She wakes up sweating with the scent of death in her nostrils, only to realize that the tent is filled with a deathly golden light. Thus the amulet radiates bright as the darkness is accompanied by the sound of the rumbling. She goes out and there she sees that the temple that was buried in sand is now with all parts and whole. The statue which was in the open originally was of the temple has come alive now. The statue is no longer a mere rock. The deity first speaks as Avaris, the god of shadows who was displaced and who was removed from records. "You have freed me, mortal. For that thou shalt partake of my honor and of my malediction." Avaris reveals his plight. Long time ago he turned against the gods and wanted people to have a same as gods to receive knowledge. In return for his insolence he was in effect removed from the timeline, as were his followers. Avaris offers Elara a choice one. Let him get all his strength back so that he could once again go up against the gods and change the world. 2. Try to drive him back to the darkness. She wanted him gone again, but the action cost her life. The archaeologist deliberates. On the one hand, she has every human's interest at heart. On the other hand, there is the chance at deity's influence. Avaris seems to have gotten too comfortable with his position at Elara, so she decided to bring him to order. With help of the information engraved on the tablet, she tries to perform a banishment rite. Avaris, angry, sends out dark figures which are illusions of his lost entourage to keep her off. When Elara starts chanting the spell, the shadows start to surround them. Nevertheless, right before Avaris lays waste to her with his power, she directs the amulet and his force back at him. The god of thunder screams and the man is restrained once more as his body turns into sand. Since then the temple crumbled together with Avaris, and there is no evidence to document the war. She awakens, still clad in her armor, and dragged out of bed of the emergence of the dawn over the horizon. They race to her side with their team, not knowing anything at all about the melee. She stashes the amulet. She decides to keep some part of the story secret. As they start packing their things, Elara looks at the sea. She can still feel the aura of Avaris around her. His final words echo in her mind. "You wish for me to be gone forever, mortal?" I argued. "It actually means shadows always come back as with the light." That night, as Elara sits down to study her notes, she noticed the amulet she wears glowing subtly, and the light was blinking in rhythm to the heartbeat.